I am not wearing a stitch of makeup, which can only mean one thing. This must be a skincare video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an awesome week as always. If you don't know me, my name is Cora. My channel was built basically through my skincare issues. I've had everything from severe acne that I treated with Accutane to acne scars, and now I'm in my mid-20s and I'm dealing with acne scars, hyperpigmentation, and of course aging. So naturally I want to share everything that I try out with you guys, and today we're going to be talking about microneedling. Now I've talked about microneedling on my channel in the past. As you guys may know, I've worked with Vanish acne scars with their at-home derma roller. Something I really liked when I first started noticing acne scars, but now that I'm older, I wanted to research more effective methods, and that meant going to a professional office to get a microneedling treatment there. So I went to a plastic surgeon's office to try out this treatment. I went twice, and I'm going to tell you guys all about my experience, the pros and the cons of microneedling, if it's worth the money, and what I'm doing now to treat my acne scars, because I feel like I've come up with a really foolproof routine. Now, as you guys can see, my skin is not perfect, but I'm actually pretty happy with where it's at. I feel like this is the skin I've always wanted, where I've always realized it's never gonna be perfect, but I feel confident enough to go out in public without makeup, to go to the beach and not care what I look like. I FaceTimed a boy yesterday. He called me when I wasn't wearing makeup, and I answered the phone. That's something, you know, might seem silly to some people, but I never would have been able to do that before. I also want to start by saying, before I get into the video, I'm not a skincare professional at all. I try to educate myself as much as I can about skincare and try to keep myself up to date with the latest skincare science, but of course, you should always seek a medical professional before doing anything to your skin or your body or your health. That being said, let's get into my microneedling experience. First things first, let's talk about what microneedling is. I don't want to get this definition wrong, so I'm going to read it off of WebMD, but it says that microneedling is a cosmetic procedure that involves pricking the skin with tiny sterilized needles. The small wounds cause the body to make more collagen and elastin, which heal your skin and make you look younger. You may also hear of it being called collagen induction therapy. Microneedling is used to treat numerous things, anything from anti-aging, as you just heard. Sometimes they'll do it in the scalp in case someone's losing their hair, and I did it for the purposes of acne scarring. So as I talked about earlier, I had acne when I was in high school and college, went on Accutane, cleared it, and I was left with very minor but definitely there acne scarring. That's definitely something I wanted to tackle. So when I was looking into options, microneedling seemed to be the best choice. When I initially went to my consultation for microneedling, I was told by the office that I would need to go in for more than one treatment, so I went twice. Typically, before you see results, you have to go to 3 or 4 treatments, but because my scarring was so minor, I figured 2 would be all I needed, and if I needed more, I would go from there. Now, I'm really particular about who I let give me facials or massages or touch my face, so I did a ton of research and finally landed on Nurse Lauren. I'm linking her Instagram below if you're in San Francisco. She's incredible, but she gave me both of my microneedling treatments. Now, I'm gonna warn you that the footage you're about to see is very graphic, so if you're queasy or squeamish at all, please look away. There's a lot of blood that I'm about to show. I'm so sorry. But if it makes you feel better, I didn't feel anything. So first, to start out, they numb your face. So my face was completely numbed with numbing cream. This stuff is insane. I could not feel a thing. But also something to note is I have an extremely high pain tolerance. So it really depends on your pain tolerance. So I don't want to tell you that you won't feel anything. I certainly didn't. I was pretty relaxed. So for the treatment, I was completely numbed, and that sat on my face for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then once my face was totally numb, Lauren went in with the microneedling treatment. It was a loud vibrating pen, so I could hear it going over my face, and I could hear her doing the treatment. So if noise is something that bothers you as well, you might want to use earplugs. She went completely over my face, and as you can see, my face looks insanely bloody. I want to start by saying, if you're going to get microneedling, I would highly suggest doing it on a Friday and making no plans the whole weekend, because you're gonna need that time to recover. I was pretty miserable. I felt really swollen. I just felt like a bunch of bees stung my face. It was just awful. So I just got home from having skin penning, and as you can see, my face has a lot of broken capillaries all over it. but I'm not in any pain. I feel like I have a bad sunburn all over my face, but that's about it. Now looking back at the footage, I think it looked a lot more traumatic than it felt. I was so shocked to see there was blood all over my face. I feel like I look like that infamous picture of Kim Kardashian after she got the vampire facial. I definitely feel like on the one hand there's no downtime because I'm able to like go to the store or whatever, but there's no way I could go to work looking like this. Hello guys, it is now Sunday, so it's been 2 days since I got my skin pen done. My skin looks really irritated in the viewfinder, but in person it actually looks much better. My cheeks definitely only look like I have mild irritation, but my nose and my forehead and all of that looks a little bit crazy. Today it feels like my face is just one big dry scab. I've been trying to stay out of the sun, and when I do go out in the sun I have a hat on and sunblock. I was also told when you start to apply product after you get microneedling, your skin will glow, it'll be beautiful, it will absorb the product so well, and that was also not the case. And I think I made a mistake here as well, which is what leads to my next point. Microneedling caused a horrible breakout for me after my first time. I was just using a gentle Neutrogena face wash and some Cetaphil moisturizer, and I got the worst breakout I've ever had. And I still have a scar from it a little bit, like, so you can see I have this little thing here from that. And I was freaking out because I was just like, really? I went into this to clear my acne scars and I got more acne. Like, I was so worried, but I reached out to the office and they told me that sometimes that happens, that can be normal. So that's something to keep in mind as well, that sometimes your skin goes through a purging phase. So I was all healed from my first treatment. My skin really did look so much better. I had a lot of acne scarring in this area, and as you can see, there's pretty much nothing there. My skin looks completely smooth. So I decided to go back one more time, give it another shot, but this time I went in much more prepared for the aftercare process. So I knew what to expect, and I asked the office more specific questions about things I was doing wrong. I think what happened with the breakout is that I had a reaction to an ingredient in my face wash or the Cetaphil. So I asked them for a recommendation of what products I should be using. I've been using this cleanser that I absolutely love that I got from the office. It's the Zoe Skin Health Gentle Cleanser for all skin types. It's about $45, but this is a huge bottle, and honestly this is the best face wash I've ever used. I'll link it down below. It's kind of hard to find, but I absolutely love it. I also started to take arnica pills 5 days before my treatment religiously. So every 2 hours I would take 2 arnica pills. That helps with bruising and inflammation. Man, if I didn't have the arnica before, I honestly don't think I would have healed as quickly. I also got my lips done again when I got this treatment, and my lips didn't bruise at all. So if you guys saw my last lip injection video, my lips looked insane after the first time. I was bruising so much. This time, zero bruising, nothing. Healed the next day, was totally fine. Going in more prepared, I think that's the key. Do as much homework and as much research as you can before doing any treatment. Always know exactly what you're getting into and inform yourself as much as possible. So at the end of it, do I think microneedling is worth it? So the office I went to charges $500 per treatment, and if you want to do it with PRP, which is plasma-rich platelets, they basically go into your arm, take some blood, spin out the platelets, and apply that to your face with the microneedling, which is a whole other procedure, is $1,500 per treatment. So if you can afford it and you are in the market for an expensive skincare treatment and you've tried tons of things for your acne scars and nothing's working, this is a great option. Now after the second treatment, because my acne scarring was so minor, I noticed a significant difference. As you can see, I have a lot less scarring. My skin looks so much more smooth. I've also noticed right here on my cheek, I have a red mark that I've never had before. So I don't know if that's just my skin reacting from the skin pen and my skin being too sensitive here. But also on my forehead, you can't really tell. I think only I can tell because it's my skin and I see my face every day. There is some redness and some unevenness that I haven't had before. So that's just something to keep in mind. There's always risks to these procedures and risks of things happening, and that's why you sign waivers, because you just never know how your skin is gonna react to something. Now, as I mentioned earlier, my skin isn't perfect. I know it never will be, but I'm always researching new products and always hoping to improve it. So I wanted to walk you guys through my current routine of what I've done to keep acne at bay, because of course I still do and probably always will have acne prone skin. First things first, I've completely changed my diet and lifestyle. Let me know if you guys want to see what I eat in the day. I'm happy to film that for you. But I eat extremely healthy. I'd say like 80 to 90% of my foods are vegetables, and I also pretty much only eat whole foods. I don't have a crazy diet or anything. It's just very sustainable and healthy. I'm not vegan or vegetarian or raw or anything like that. So if you guys want that, let me know in the comments below. To walk you through my skincare routine, I first use this Zoe Skin Health Gentle Cleanser like I talked about earlier. If it's daytime, I'll follow it up with the Ordinary Vitamin C Suspension 30% in silicone. This is a really strong vitamin C product. I firmly believe everyone should be using a vitamin C. I will follow that up with the Ordinary Buffet Serum. This is a super simple serum that I've noticed a dramatic difference with. If my skin is feeling really dry, I'll follow up with the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors Plus HA. It's just a really standard basic moisturizer, but I pretty much only use it if my skin is, again, really dry. And after that, I'll follow up with the Kiehl's Super Fluid Daily UV Defense. This is the only sunscreen I'll use and the only sunscreen that hasn't broken me out or made me feel like I'm wearing sunscreen. For nighttime, to take off my makeup, I'll use something like this. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. It's just a little sample size because I'm packing for a bachelorette party, so I had it handy. I'll then follow up with the same cleanser. So after that, I follow up with the La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo on any breakouts I'm having. I haven't really had to use this lately, but you just never know. This will always knock out my breakouts. Now, if I have a really bad breakout that won't go away, I got this from my dermatologist. This is clindamycin phosphate and benzoyl peroxide gel. So you have to get this through a doctor, but this stuff is no joke. Like, you can only put it on where you're breaking out or all of your skin will turn red. So I make sure that I only use this in like dire emergencies. I'll then follow up with the Ordinary Granactive Retinoid 2% emulsion. This has changed my skin. I totally attribute this to healing my acne, healing any issues I've had. I absolutely love this. And this, coupled with, of course, the microneedling, has been amazing. Then I'll go in again with my Buffet Serum and my moisturizer if I'm feeling like I need it. And my last step is my Kylie Skin Eye Cream. I sometimes use this during the day too. It's orange tinted, so it has a brightening effect and covers up my purple dark circles that you see. I'm washing my bedding, so I don't have it in front of me. I'm really annoyed, but I've also transitioned to using a silk pillowcase. Now, I've heard that using a silk or satin pillowcase can really help your hair and your skin health. Sometimes you'll cake product onto your face at night and go to bed, and your pillowcase will absorb a lot of the product because you're laying on it and it's not going into your skin. The silk or satin pillowcase won't do that. I have one I really love from Myk Silk, spelled MYK Silk. I'll leave it down below, and I also have a 15% discount code for you guys if you want to try it. That's also linked down below. So that is it for my microneedling experience. Let me know what you guys think. Again, all products are linked below, and I'll see you guys next time.